This is the tale of Scribbin the Scribe, who was born Scribbin, son of Nathan, from an unknown race in origin long lost and displaced. When one nation under a groove fell apart, Scribbin, son of Nathan, had to follow his heart and flee and find he who had funk at his fingertips, he who breathed from the magic weed and blew smoke from his limber lips, he who could speak and ever seek certain truths after climbing mountain peaks to meet the flirting muse named Art, and after the famed chart came out and showed that those with the gift for writing scribes in code glowed with the knowledge that they gained like gold. So this quest is best described as the most holy way in which a boy becomes a man and toys in his hand are all casted away in exchange for tools to light the way before these silly fools can take the wrong path and stray. My weapon is a pen and Scribbin is the name given to me by myself, because nobody else can see the intensity of which I search for an identity that fits the approach that I use to breach the way people poach. I just want to teach that most who love truth close have nothing to fear from a journey that appears to steer them into sadness. To some who listen hard heard nothing but the madness, blurred and marred by a lack of understanding. My love for lots of learning is often too demanding, but understanding builds landing paths big enough for standing on. From your mouth to God's ears, on my tour south it appears that the road I walk is marked with fallen trees and burning birch bark. Turning to the first bark that I see, my heart suddenly seizes. I hear the clop of horse, and of course I stop to see a man on horseback called a highwayman come riding. As he passes I bear him good tidings. Behind the mask he's wearing, though there's something he's hiding. Just then from behind my blind spot I hear a shot whistle pass like a missile blast. Fast action must be taken. If I'm not mistaken, I'm being ambushed and still shaking off the cobwebs, no longer hesitating. I move like a bobsled, concentrating, whipping around the corners and fleeing like the plague is following on my footsteps to get away. I gotta regain some composure. I'm not a fighter, I'm just looking for some closure to my quest to meet thee who can most impress me. Going on unless he or she is not to be found by this wandering clown. I just wanna earn my book and let my robes be lifted off the ground.
Or pets or flowers or laughter also fear the sun. It blinds them.
So I came to this clearing with a brook and hearing a humming sound. I took a quick look around and saw this book on the ground by the grass, and as I picked it up I knew in immediate terms that I was to burn the turns of phrases into the turning pages in furious rages. I would try to describe what I saw and report it as a truth, but then I heard this eerie call from a crow in the distance. Even though it wasn't even cold that night, I felt a chill in my bones as if in foresight of the door that might open to the things I might see, hoping to be able to record them accurately. Acutely aware of this cute bear-like creature reaching his paws out like a preacher, his head bowed as I'm allowed to pass by. I take it as an omen, on my way going beyond this clearing, calming myself hearing the whistle of the wind in the trees. Okay, satisfied and under control, but the blowing breeze brings with it the scent of danger, the approaching of a stranger. At first glance I see this ruggedly handsome man advancing with the glint of steel at his waist, and I'm not sure what course to take, haven't made my first mistake already. I resolve to stay silent until my mind is ready. I hold my hand steady, but as he moves into the light I fight this great urge to bust jetty, cause I wasn't ready to face my own race in the twilight, and let alone my own family. I'm overcome with fear, and here I am facing Nathan, and most of all myself, cause surely within the man who stands before me I can find the truth. So we entered the unknown, standing all alone. The face of my father was reflected in my own. He looks right through me as his eyes shone like rubies. He knows me better than I know myself. He tells me, Scribbin, do me proud, for as long as you're allowed. Speak soft and think loud, and save the toast into the crowds. Keep your head above the clouds. You know boasting's not allowed within the code of the scribes, but don't be afraid to take risks and make mistakes as you go, cause knowledge is your embryo. Grow it like you know it has to be, using the past to learn, and lastly, remember you haven't seen the last of me. But you didn't even tell me where to go. Come back, Father. Just started.
This is a cathartic self-pity song I wrote in the summer of 1997. It's called For Lack of Trying. I'm getting stupid like I was in the first place, and time fills my hands completely, weighing them down. I'm like a turtle on my back laying around. I can't get up, I haven't got the drive at all. Life moves faster than I do, I can't survive at all. No longer certain I was right to eschew college. Maybe I'd be happier if I worked to pursue knowledge. Maybe I'd have a job by now if I wasn't so frightened. And it's about time I got my driver's license. A blank sheet is my resume, I can't apply myself to anything but music. I spend days by myself, surrounded by speakers that I didn't achieve on my own. Sometimes you might almost believe I'm alone, except that I'd be dead and gone without so much as a ripple, without my most valuable crutches. My family and friends keep me alive in many ways, but I'm still not much good and I don't like myself anyway. I'm getting stupid like I was in school of a first wasted time. I was never cool in the first place, and I'm getting stupid like I was in school of a first wasted time. I was never cool in the first place, and I never endeavor, but it's not for lack of trying, forever and ever. My eyes are black from trying. I wanna sail away from myself and my bruised emotions, visit alternative shores and cruise the oceans. I can't face eternity starting from the Grace Maternity Hospital. Can't face mortality cause it's impossible. Sometimes I dream that I'm attractive and clever instead of boring, but then reality snaps me out of my never-ending story. I'm not a trained warrior, I'm not even Bastion Bucks. Living in this world of unrequited passion sucks. I find myself bothering with every little thing or nothing while giving the important stuff the middle finger. I get stupid like I was in school of a first wasted time. I was never cool in the first place, and I'm getting stupid like I was in school of a first wasted time. I was never cool in the first place, and I'm opposing forces myself, and I have to fight out with me. I got my back tonight, know what I'm saying? It's not exactly reassuring. My annihilation is practically a sure thing. It's the one self-duel, and I'm caught in the crossfire. The troops have all deserted and the battle is lost. Dire powers protect my existence, evil while mocking it. Do I even really feel this way, or am I just depressed and talking shit? Jesse standing dangerously close to the edge, hoping that I know the ledge. Try to rain cloud to the sun, wish that I could touch the sky. Scared to die, but I want so much to find. There's too much disorder in the Rorschach design of my life, so I'm stuck to the earth for lack of trying. They can get away with thinking gypsies, hypocrites seen better days. Animals, criminals, little kids, tentacles, snip, snails, fishermen, tails, and squids, tentacles. Sensibility and sense, prejudice and pride. Nice guys finish last with the side of chicken fried rice. I got sick and died twice. Resurrection brothers, take care of me. I spoke out in class today like Jeremy. Let them eat cake while I break beats. I'm getting over my weak state, but it could take weeks to fully regenerate. The blood and limbs lost in the struggle. Will you make it? Well, that depends on whether or not you're willing to make a sacrifice. If you decline, it's alright, cause I'm gonna ask it twice. In fact, I'll persist until it's settled, one way or the other. Check the time on my wrist, it's Sunday with the mother. Chameleon with the arm, leg, arm, head, fire with arm alien. I'm like Tom Sawyer with this sneaky labor force delegation, and I'm working on improving my caber toss elevation. Meteor strike out of an orange-colored sky with space junk as I hum a funk lullaby. Are we not men who eat boiled owls, or are we astro men? Faces adorned with world scowls and common courtesy is lost. Now that everyone and their mama's heard of me, you can't stay calm observing me. My antics are absurd, and when I'm frightened I become frantic and disturbed. And when I'm writing rhymes like this, I get raised hair and shivers and lose my common sense and run with the parasites. Terrorists are not allowed beyond the time allotted, or you could wind up wearing a fishing line to rot it. If not blown to bits, they've been known to mix cocktails of the Molotov sort. Carrying shotguns, they sawed them off short. It's a bad deal when you've got fake people claiming shit is mad real. purple gem, I think it was amethyst. And in your Hollywood shades, you look very glamorous. I'm apple cinnamon, Abyssinian fake. I'm crazy and spinning in Casey and Finnegan's wake. Admit it's over, and time to begin again. I'm wearing my street clothes, but still going swimming in the pool. Where the challengers to wrestle with the underdog. That's 49 MCs down and 51 to go. Now I'm running out of breath, like I'm the stranger this time. I'm out of school, but I'm still Jesse Dangerous Minds. I got the substitute rhymes, the dark on 187. One man's hell could be one lady's heaven. I rock philosophical, cosmopolitan, hyperbole, cock and bull. Sometimes falling in the categories I've categorically railed against. How can I be so happy and simultaneously filled with angst? I'm holding something back, something intangible. I can almost feel it, but my question's unanswerable. Explain to me, make it clear to me. Say your word to me, stay with me, show your face to me. Give me surgery, be my friend, hold my right hand, hold my left hand. Hug me, save me from myself, and save me from the next man. Tell me I'll be alright, tell me I'll be safe. Hold me close to earth, cause I'm afraid of outer space. And now the race seems to favor energizer bunnies. Slow and steady wins the second win and the thicker skin. And please, God, let me keep my pain as a memento. But save me from the center of the olive with no pimento. I'll try and keep an open mental. He is looking at you and seeing my reflection in a broken window. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. 10 Westphal. Yes, y'all. And it's a cold place. Yes, y'all. 10 Westphal. I pour my heart into my brain and spit my brain into your face. Hold me, love me, kiss me, hug me, fuck me, save me, save me, save me. Hold me, love me, kiss me, hug me, fuck me, save me, save me, save me.
Move while you still see me, I'm at a fast pace. And don't forget about the rose in the glass case. And don't you ever sell out and lose your last grace, or you'll be subject to the mustard gas face. Move while you still see me, I'm at a fast pace. And don't forget about the rose in the glass case. And don't you ever sell out and lose your last grace, or you'll be subject to the mustard gas face. Credit cards to legitimize loan sharking. Bomb the goddamn banks and make sure they're vacant first, cause neither the action nor the expression is worth its weight in flesh. Let's crawl through the mud and chant, yes, y'all. Then about face march. Now the race starts in earnest, and we all are thrilled and scandalized when I burn this $20 bill and vandalize the red, white, and red with a leaf. I'm a scant 4 steps and 10 away from becoming a flag burner. Now I can read everybody's mind, including yours, and it's a real page turner. Your plot was threw me off like I was riding a bull, but I guess that's what I deserve for being so dyed in the wool. There's no more message in Oxford, Webster's, and Folius, and how can you expect to understand when you're so holier than thou? Cause what is truth? Is truth unchanging law? We both have truth. Are mine the same as yours? You let your mother cut your hair and let your father dress you, and skip the shower cause you couldn't stand the water pressure. Listen to Yoda unless you're whack, and read Code unless you're back to the eternal golden raid before you start to turn old and fade. But don't you bother to plan ahead for when you're venerated, cause old soldiers don't die, we get incinerated. Man, all that scratching is making me itch. A new compound called glucose makes forgettiness and sugar highs I consider carefully then pick, and you can all watch as the book of flies if need should arise. I can use shrapnel to perform a cesarean. I'm listed as entered toast, but today you can call me a Syrian. As I look at you all, I see the long faces. You get upset because the snares are in the wrong places. Beats by Captain Y make others seem commonplace, blurring the lines between hip-hop and drum and bass. Categories don't matter though, they're only marketing strategies. If I allowed the title to guide my taste, a veritable tragedy is what that'd be. I'd be a basket case, and so terrorists get the mustard gas face. I've got a radio in my head, but it's okay, computer. Mom and Dad, it's time to get your kids spayed and neutered. Control the population without cutting down on copulation. It's a method born of desperation, desolation, and discombobulation. A simple operation on every third infant born here and after should effectively make the humans start disappearing faster. Cheers and laughter will ring out when we drop the first billion. We'll be a tighter community of Earth civilians. There'll be an Hollywood show with billions. Celebration. I don't know if that's ironic or not. No. False. Malik lips. Move while you still see me. I'm at a fast pace. And don't forget about the rose in the glass case. And don't you ever sell out and lose your last grace, or you'll be subject to the mustard gas face. Face gas mustard, the two subject be. You'll or grace last, you'll lose an ounce ever you don't. Case class, the inroads you about forget, don't and face faster at on me, see still you I'll move.
Time stands still and looking around, you're not certain what is real. You're sick of people trying to tell you how to feel about the green stars and blue clovers. But of course you can't quite figure out the miniature yellow horseshoes. Clandestine transactions in the dark corners distract you from the risk at hand until you're getting sucked up in the vacuum when you hack through some foliage, and soon you found a treasure chest of sample loops organized in groups that sound together best. You started walking through this middle earth, and soon a little smurf approached with nervousness and offered you some goods and services. You asked his kid where, and he produced a brew of mandrake, peanut butter pancakes, and tickets to a clam bake. And after you perused them all, he spoke and said,
"Hey man, take the whole shebang for 5 cents.
And offered you a handshake. You looked the guest house directly in the kisser, sniffed, sighed, thought a while, and tried not to smile when you realized that this wasn't just a bargain too good to believe. He was grossly undercharging you. Your conscience made you say,
No thanks.
and offer the advice that he should think twice before lowering the price to where it's ridiculous. He thought about it, chewing on some licorice, and after you were ticklish. And then the sky inverted colors and you lost your concentration. You forgot your father's birthday and your locker combination. And then all of a sudden you knew that you were on a mission that required skill and effort and a grasp of long division. So you sang a song that didn't have a tune or any lyrics, and you banged the gong in some important 20 friendly spirits. Their auras were blue and light purple. They flew in tight circles and spoke in irritating, whiny voices like circles. They left you with your pockets and your cavities filled, and a complete collection of cassettes by Jordan Gravity Kills, and a deed to a house in some place called Amityville. And you seemed to wake up, but you didn't really wake up. You just dreamed that you woke up. You didn't really wake up, but you brushed your teeth and hair and did your makeup. And then somebody spoke and you went into a dream, but at this point it only served to make it that much more disjointed. And then all of a sudden we're flying through all inspiring forces, and you looked out at Earth and metal rose for iron horses and started laughing at it all. The heartless, mathematical, godforsaken world. And then you saw a naked girl. Phew. And you woke up for real this time.
Elevating blood of the vine, restricting circle earth, water of the abyss, the ladder of ascent, shepherd guiding muses, and it goes a little something like this. The the upright one, the dreamer. Let's be clear and concise in a beamer, twice holding. Everything is silver, ask Mocha, with the maids in the park. You wasn't down when she was riding the ark. The restitution, the symbols, renounce your god and see me. Your families clash like symbols to be at rest. See Halifax for incest? Pick my nose like John Kimball and eat a chicken at my rest. Shock and resentment, just hailed, holding his tongue. Worthy of the name, Gordski, no shame. You Arad, you Dracra. Props 3000 BC, aroused and easy. Ever since I was 16, I howled at the moon clean. Canoeing like a birch bark joint. Cross my bag and anoint, know what I mean.
Picking up the thyroids, configuration your pigment, surprise, high noise, resolution boosting amps to worthy structures, many stern rusted change constructors for second-hand flamingos, Ringo stars and barnyards for pintos, casual farmers, 12 soils, requirements, consuming substance, pick up the lingo, exemplifying well-brimmed cinema, plasma center, protoplasmic matter, prototype the area's real estate situation, real gates open for an contender, repossess high-stake opportunity, and this endless quest for maturity, past evolving stage in a lawful way, your rage is nudity, truthfully disaster in today's hereafter, is a master people's interest, bastard child, creative and incest, steal innocent holy pasture, matrimony's back to only facing the thought of man's liberty, plans to deliver me correctly and overthrow me, entered your certainty, certainly he'll play the cards he's dealt with, blessing glory days, heard he's straight from world's relentlessness, unfurled contempt his confessions, unlock curls to contend with honesty, the best policy, the message, senseless to oppressive comedy, laughter develops in the final chapter for the opposed, open and closed cases continue to scatter and fest over, acquiring minds, desiring finds a slaughtered poet designed in respiratory lines.
Life is pointless, I feel so significant. It's like every day is another day for me to oversleep and count the sheep. Pick the clover leaf down by the dockyard with the ducks doing all the crap. And old man Joe throws left my breast grabs to the tampon infested waters. Cardboard characters get plastic acid in the haystack, looking for the needle in the eye of the organism, seedlings way into tomorrow's breeze. Fog hanging over the seas, a fear creates the illusion of mystery. History hijacks focus, crowded headspace contained amongst what is hopeless. Some maintain that they're exercising their freedom by wearing anarchy t-shirts. Their ideologies are about the effectiveness of a placebo after expectations. The shadow but still expect patience of the unknowable to label and categorize whatever it is that they think they understand. I got that B.O. for the fragrance and a scruffy beard. Hey, it's the weird guy that wears the same clothes 3 days in a row, feared by conformists and even God. An oddity lost in the land of labels, liable to run naked down the busiest street with a pineapple in each hand. Maybe a freak show, or maybe just a guy running down the street naked with a pineapple in each hand. Humanistic concern, self-educated man down with Zen and vegan with a plan. A man of reason who doesn't trust doctors, reading every day and never needing to say, yo, what time is it? I'm breaking and bending laws, natural deviation. You should know.
Right to go. Assed out, man, I'm Tachichi, fuckball, eccentric, but authentic. Some demonstrate splendid chicks, but we don't need them like appendix. Feed them relish, so they can catch up with a chunks of accomplishment. Intimate, evident, you son of a twisted compliment. Complimentary rockaberry juice, variations of grapes and cherries. Self-explanatory, necessary vanity bores me. The villains of positive energy. Backstage being friendly with the enemy is not just Joe tedious tendencies. Being shaped and shifted, lift the profound courtesy that occurs to me, you ain't committed. Stop balling and stall and spit it. Rather get that Versace fitted, slow-witted, bitch with shit it. If that's your choice of words, nerd, geek, or be poised 5 seconds till showtime. Needs to moisturize your blunts, only make your voice drier. Fermentation, growth, fertilization, ode to the soul, swallow a tunnel. Effective as detective colonization before the candidate or over hip-hop nation. You must respect, think, remain unforgiving. The definition of men and women as religion. So before you declare allegiance and try to conform, normal is reality. Individuality doesn't exist. Existing as thick as Miss Milwaukee dog, I insist. And live a beautiful life, spend your Fridays formulating. You germ spread and loser. You germ spread and loser. You germ spread and loser.
Super loser, ready to go. From a wasteland where knowledge and sentience is a liability, I assimilate with these suicide kings and rain down on any sucker withstanding. Your hell is my planet, so run the gauntlet with me, where your pain is your advantage and your love is your own enemy. Give me more drums, don't crowd this trio with false sentiments, or you'll be sent back to the whack masses of your former residence. Boom. Oh, more drums in this unpleasant century fog, the digitized manipulation, someone must remain analog. More drums, I am Ginzu 3, I bring you pestilence.